Hey, how you doing, my friend? Dan Denley here from GuitarZoom.com, and what I'd like to show you in this video is how to take a couple of just simple licks and create an entire solo from it. A lot of times I get questions from my students like, man, I know how to play a pentatonic minor scale, but when I start playing, my solo sounds like a scale. Sounds like, okay, I'm just playing like, okay, well, that's not hot, right? So what you want to do is create a hot solo, and the way you do that is creating simple licks. Okay, and once you know a lick, you can just kind of whip it out anytime you want. And the cool thing is that you can repeat licks to make it sound like more difficult than it really is. So for example, if I was doing like, so if I wanted to do that, like, I could do it several times, like, or something like that, right? Well, because once I understand the lick of the hammer off little thing, then I can just kind of repeat it. Just further on down the scale. So what I'm going to do is give you a couple of these licks, and then if you want more, you can always go check out the URL in this video, and I'll give you the tab as well as a jam track that you can just jam out with. But for right now, I'm just going to show you a couple of them. So one of the cool licks, and this comes straight from that first position of the pentatonic minor scale, is going to be like this. All right, that's the lick. So we've got a couple of things going on there. We've got a full bend like this. As I'm holding this note, and that's what gives me that sound. Okay, and then I'm going pull off, and then pull off again, and then back to this note, and then, and on that one, I'm just kind of doing like a ghost bend type thing where I'm just barely doing almost a half bend. So I'm really kind of going to this note. And the way I'm doing that is I put my thumb kind of at the top of the neck, and then I'm just kind of, so I have my finger kind of, my hand kind of in this shape, and I just kind of go like that with it. So I've got, all right. And that one lick, you can take it and then just kind of incorporate it, okay? And let's say that all you can do is maybe like, well, now you can go, and depending on how fast you want to play it or slow you want to play it, it's going to depend on the tune. But let me, I'll actually play this for you and just show you kind of how I would incorporate that lick so you can kind of get the idea, right? Okay, here it comes. All right, that's the lick. Here it is again. Now I'm going to kind of improvise with it. Here it is again. I kind of messed it up. We do it again. That's good. Okay, so hopefully you get the idea that once you learn just one lick, the next learn another lick. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let me give you another one. Kind of goes like this. Now, you might have recognized that, right? You might have recognized a portion of that. Well, all I did was I took the lick that I just showed you, I added a little bit to it. Actually, I put it on at the beginning, and then I kind of created more of a solo. And that's the process. You start kind of fooling around with the scale. You figure out what key you're in. You kind of take one lick and then you say, okay, how can I expand that? Or can I add something to the beginning of it? Can I add something to the end of it? Can I, instead of doing a full bend, can I do a half bend? Instead of doing a pull off, can I do a hammer on? Okay, that's kind of the thought process behind it. So basically, all I did was I added Okay, that's the first part. And then, so, and that's a full bend up, and then hit this note, and then pull off. Okay, and then move it down, still in that pentatonic minor position. Okay, and I'm going to go. So full bend up, hit this note, and then pull off. And then add the lick that we just learned. Okay, that's all it is to it. So here it is. All right, so now I'll play over the jam track so you can see how I'm incorporating that into it. Here it is again. All right, so that's cool, right? So really the whole idea is, and actually I was kind of adding one more note there just to kind of make it fit into the time that I had there, the meter, right? I was kind of going like, and then I was doing like one more extra pull off instead of just, I was going. So that's kind of the idea behind creating a solo. And if you'd like to get the jam track that I was using, as well as some additional licks and the tablature that I was just using for those licks, check out the URL in this video, my friend. And for more tips and tricks, you can go to guitarzoom.com. I'm Dan Denley. Thanks for watching.